All right. Well, I got a couple more stories here, which I think you'll enjoy.
All right, bring them on.
This is something that I'm surprised that they even needed a study on.
Okay.
Because I think most guys know the reality of this.
Okay.
All right. Men masturbated for science, and here's what came of it.
All right, that writer gets credit.
All right. They say variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
And provocative new research by scientists in Ohio, this is over by you, by the way.
This is Dr. Aiken reporting.
Right. This is actually in Worcester, which is just a little south of you.
All right. What?
Just reading the text. Our own Taylor said that she wore a CMS shirt to the Crew concert tonight.
Somebody spit on her?
No. She said I ended up wearing a CMS shirt to the show tonight.
Wow.
And in Chris Aiken fashion,
yes,
I answered back, pictures, please.
Yes.
And her answer, need a couple for the spank bank, I see.
And your answer, not anymore.
All right. Here we go. Where was this? This is just a little south of you.
Okay.
It says that they say the variety is the spice of life, and a provocative new research by scientists in Ohio suggests that that holds true in the world of human sex and reproduction.
Look at that photo. That's fucking hysterical. Bravo, Val.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that is funny. Great.
That's good. All right, go ahead.
Right? Like that thin little arm. All right.
CMS Facebook.
Sure. All right. So anyway, with the help of 21 men,
yes,
and some porn videos, the College of Worcester research showed that the guys ejaculated faster and produced more high-quality sperm when they masturbated to novel female stimulus.
Novel? What does that mean?
That means, new or, random or novel, as in like it's fleeting or just, unfamiliar.
It's not a picture of your wife.
Yeah, it's not a picture of your wife.
All right.
All right. In other words, they really got off with a hot woman they've never previously encountered. Like you needed a study for that?
Wow. Glad they spent money on this.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, what guy doesn't know that? Some new random chick? Of course you're just going to blow a major load.
Couldn't you just ask on that one?
Seriously. Every normal guy out there.
Yeah.
Who encounters a hot woman for the first time.
Yeah.
If he was going to blow a load.
Yeah.
It would be a big quality load.
Is this you making this statement?
I'm just talking from personal experience.
From what, last week?
No, as opposed to being in a long-term relationship.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then what? What if you've been in the relationship 5 years?
It's not quite as, it's not quite as explosive.
It's just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, that's it.
It's kind of like that last extra squirt when you're taking a piss.
Kind of.
Just sort of like, all right.
Yeah, it's quite the analogy, but I would agree with you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But they needed a study for this?
Yeah, well, that's why the women got to change it up, too. They get mad at us. They need to fucking change it up.
Exactly.
We get bored with that pussy quick.
Right. The finding doesn't mean that men are somehow programmed to cheat on their girlfriends and their wives. It may suggest that men have evolved such that it's easier for them to have sex with and impregnate other women without their usual partners finding out.
Wow. This is quite a good study here. A lot.
I'm surprised they even need a study for this.
No way. Who knew this before? Well, other than everybody.
Right. As study co-author Dr. Laura K. Sirot, S-I-R-O-T.
Don't shake her hand.
Right. Assistant professor of biology at the college, told the Huffington Post in an email, our study does not suggest anything about whether monogamy was favored or disfavored by natural selection. However, the results of this study and other studies of human differential ejaculation behavior suggest the extra pair or extramarital copulation may have occurred in other evolutionary paths. So she's just saying that, okay, monogamy in today's quote unquote civilized society is what we accept as the norm. But but this goes back to what Joe Rogan said. Okay. Remember when he was talking to Anthony and we played that part of the podcast that he said that, you know, we weren't in danger of being killed by cheetahs or anything, so we were fucking everything and procreating with everything we could get our hands on.
Right, sure.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That's all this chick is saying.
Yeah.
She should have just listened to the Joe Rogan Experience and the study would have been done.
Yeah, didn't need to spend thousands of dollars on this.
Exactly. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
I'd like to know if she took into account some other contributing factors that might, have an effect.
Such as?
Say, if the guys hadn't blown a load in 3 days or if they'd done it 2 hours before.
Right.
Well,
the fact remains, if you want to put it to the most basic essentials of a story like this, what guy who doesn't get all hot and bothered by some chick that catches his attention isn't going to just blow a load on the spot if the opportunity was presented? Well, what I'm saying, if the opportunity was there to experience that's just like a no-brainer. I mean, guys just do that shit. That's what guys do.
Yeah.
It's like the first time you ever watched porn is like, holy fuck.
Exactly. So
because you've never seen porn before, but if you watch porn 7 nights a week, it's like, like Chris said, the last squirt of piss. One of those deals where you have to work at it.
Right.
And masturbation should not be work.
I agree, but my point is they needed a study for this.
Well, it's a chick in charge of it. Of course you don't know.
Plus, if there's government money to be gained from this, I guess you need to say, man, this is an important study. We need to explore this a little bit closer.
That's right.
I wonder if the guys got paid to jack off. Sign me up. Like sometimes you get paid to be in a study.
Sure.
Whether, like a sleep study or a blood test or whatever. Fuck, sign me up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got to do it I got to do it in front of other people. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm speaking at Hiram College.
They've done studies where people have sex in an MRI machine. This is true, dude. And they found that during sex, by studying the image, they found that the penis it's not straight. It's like bent.
Wow.
So does that kind of confirm that that old thing? Go get bent.
I think that get bent is sort of meant in a different way.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke.
Of course. But yeah, I think there are much less worthy topics to do studies on.
Sure.
I mean, they couldn't exactly ask guys because, of course, half the guys in there are going to lie anyway.
Right.
Which is kind of the problem with some of the early sex research because the people didn't tell the truth.
So we're just
Of
liars
course
as humans. We're just liars.
Especially about sex. All that locker room bragging that, teenage boys do.
Yeah, 50-year-olds on 20.
That too. I can remember being in high school and hearing two guys in the locker room, and they were talking about something they called corn sausage.
Corn sausage?
Corn sausage, which is where a woman puts her nipple inside the opening of their dick.
I never heard that in my life.
Corn
Exactly.
sausage?
It sounds uncomfortable. It sounds painful. It sounds biologically highly unlikely.
I never even heard of such a thing.
So
No.
what do they do once they get the nipple in the cockhead?
I don't know. That was never said. But it's like these two, the one guy brought it up, and the other dude was like, yeah, man, I've done that. And I'm sitting there, like, putting on my deodorant or whatever after a fucking, sprint or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right.
I don't get it. It doesn't. I mean, I never heard the term, and I've never even heard of that activity, but let alone what's the end result?
I know. These two dudes were acting like it was a real practice.
So they said, hey, man, I was corn sausaging my chick last night?
Pretty much how it went down. Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's
Like,
bizarre.
You ever do corn sausage before?
Corn
I guess
sausage.
the nipple is the corn and the dick is the sausage.
That's bizarre.
Never heard of corn
Never
sausage.
heard of that.
I haven't either before or since.
I think they should make a rap song about that.
I'm Googling it now.
What rhymes with sausage? It's like purple.
Or
No rhyme.
orange.
All that comes up is recipes.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's a recipe for an infection disaster.
Urethra.
Right. Isn't that the
That's
black
Canadian
girl who
name.
serves wings at BW3?
That's Shaniqua.
Oh, I thought that was urethra.
Oh, that's the singer. Urethra Franklin.
Right.
Or as the comedian Jay Hickman said, talking about his kidney stone, the nurse says, we're going to put this tube in your urethra. I thought she was talking about a fucking vacuum cleaner.
Exactly. Urethra.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
What? I was just going to say, extol some more scientific knowledge, and I will hang up and listen.
All right. And we kill.
Fuck you, pal.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, neither is the internet.
Wow, that's bizarre. All right. So anyway,
Like crazy, and I can't find corn sausage.
when men see a doctor about fertility problems, they often provide semen samples collected while masturbating to porn. And since it features novel women, the ejaculates produced in fertility clinics may be of a higher quality than usual, which may conceal any potential fertility problems experienced in the bedroom.
Nice.
So basically, it's just like, dude, you don't make me all that hot.
Yeah, so I'll watch this stranger, and then I'll be able to come.
Yeah, I'll be all like full of little tadpoles and shit. And I'll be able to, inject you.
But you know what, though, dude? That's kind of common knowledge, too, really.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Why is there a study of this? I mean, any guy can tell you if you see a chick that you haven't had previous encounters with and she's like doing all kinds of provocative shit, of course you're just going to blow a load.
Dude, the hardest fucking that you ever do is if you go to the strip club first.
Right.
You go to the strip club for, a few hours with your buddies and just fucking shovel money into lap dances.
Right.
And you will come home and fucking plow your wife to
Of course, because you're thinking about, just banging some strange snatch.
Yeah, you're like, man, you're banging your wife, but you're thinking, man, those ripples probably feel different on this other bitch.
But again, we need a study for this.
We do, obviously.
Yeah, okay. So the finding may help, get this, the finding may help spare women from invasive diagnostic procedures to spot fertility problems that really lie within their partners. In other words, you're not getting your guy horned up enough to where he wants to give you enough swimmers to impregnate you.
Yeah, which isn't the rule of thumb, though, if you really want to get your chick pregnant, is to not fuck for like a month.
Yeah, you got to get that built up.
And then you fuck like a rabbit.
Or you got to do something that really makes them hot.
Yeah. Something.
So
but, yeah, this is a nonsensical waste of money stuff.
I agree. And the thing is the industry that, Pfizer company specifically, that makes Viagra.
Yeah.
They make Viagra for guys who aren't getting hot by their chicks anymore.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
You give them a new chick, they'll be as hard as a,
hell yeah,
as a steel pole. But when you're not hot for your girl anymore, you got to take something to make you hot for her, I guess.
I think you said it once on the show, right after I broke up with Georgetta. You said something about you'll learn as soon as that first hand goes back down your pants.
Right.
And boy, that was the shit.
That is true.
That shit was like, wow.
There's nothing like the first time a new chick puts her hand on your pants.
Nothing. Dude, that Atlantic City run especially. Oh, shit. Holy fucking shit. I thought it was going to pop off. It got so fucking hard.
Right. But we don't need a study for that.
No, I didn't need to go to Worcester to figure this out.
Exactly. For the study, the researchers analyzed semen samples collected by 21 heterosexual men as they masturbated to 7 sexually explicit films from the Intimate Passion series over a 15-day period. The first 6 films featured the same actress and actor. The 7th, the same actor, but had a different actress.
Okay.
The men were asked to abstain from alcohol and sexual activity in the 48 hours leading up to each masturbation session. What happened? The researchers observed sharp increases in both ejaculate volumes and the number of motile sperm from the men after they watched the 7th film.
So if you watch porn, don't jerk off and fucking don't get drunk.
No. And there's a new woman involved.
And a new woman's involved. You'll come really hard.
Yeah, you'll blow a big load.
Whew. Could you send that to me? I need to read that. I'm not sure I'm grasping this lesson fully.
Right.
Good Lord.
Either that or you're just not grasping something in general.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Wow.
The time to ejaculation was significantly lower.
Wow. When they looked at their wife?
When they looked at this new chick, they just blew a load, Huh. For the men as they watched the 7th film. So they got used to the chick and the same chick in 6 films in a row.
Right.
But then they introduced a new chick in the 7th film, a different one.
Right.
And they were ready to just blow another, huge load.
So if you were jerking off to somebody you had sex with 500 times or Rosie O'Donnell porn, which one would fucking make you come harder?
I have no idea. I can't answer that one.
Because by this study, it should be the Rosie O'Donnell porn.
Right, because she's a new unconquered ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I could tell you now, if I had to watch Georgetta or think about Georgetta and jerk off, or I don't know, a dead deer on the highway, I'd probably fucking come faster to the dead deer.
Oh my God.
I probably would.
Right.
Be close, I would think.
Right.
The dead deer would probably win.
Sure.
Because it wouldn't be as cold.
Nice. It is possible that by chance, the actresses or scenes randomly chosen for the novel trial for each participant tended to be ones that men found more arousing.
Right.
We did not ask the men for the subjective rating of their level of arousal. However, our experiment was deliberately designed to try to eliminate any consistent differences between the video clips after other than the novelty itself. In case you're wondering what it took to get the guys to participate in the study like this, the answer is not much. Hey, you want to jack off in a cup and watching porn?
You want a pack of popcorn to take back to your dorm?
Right.
Here.
Each subject voluntarily participated for free and no compensation was needed.
Oh.
So in other words, guys just like to come.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What a surprise.
Another news flash.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Perhaps that's not such a surprise.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Guys just like to blow a load.
That's right.
So ladies, if you're listening, that's just fact.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I hate to say it, but you know what this study really says?
Nothing.
No, it says the more these chicks give you sex, the less important they are.
Right.
It says if you get too much sex from your chick, then really she's replaceable.
Sure.
That by anything.
Well, there you go.
That's something.
So they learned that if a guy encounters a previously unencountered woman in a provocative situation,
right,
he'll blow a load.
Yeah. Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But Worcester College felt it was necessary to do a study on that.
Glad they did.
What guy couldn't tell you that?
And would you shake the guy's hand providing the study?
No.
Would you ever? Would you make him put on a glove or something?
Right.
Sir, can you please put on a glove so I can shake your...
Sure. What a stupid study. I mean, granted, I'm sure that there was more scientific evidence there, like measurements and beakers and shit.
Right.
But the overall premise of it,
yeah,
that's nothing new.
Would you touch a magazine in the waiting room?
No, of course not.
Would you sit down?
No. It's like sitting on a couch in a green room at a dirty club.
What a gross place this would be. And I'm sure they try their best to keep it clean. But, you walk in, they put on a porn tape, and they say, here, take care of business.
Right.
You stand in the middle of the floor because you don't really want to sit in the chair.
Yeah, because some dude was sitting there spread eagle buck ass naked in that chair.
Yeah, just jerking his dick.
Right.
Coming all over the place. You know damn well he scooped some of that up off his own fucking belly or leg or something into the cup.
Exactly.
He didn't shoot directly in the cup.
Right.
He sprayed all over himself and then swabbed it off.
Right. It's like, oh shit.
Had a little bit extra on his fingers, wiped it under the seat of the chair or something. Like a little kid with bubble gum.
Exactly.
Just wipe it wherever.
Yeah.
Would you write your initials somewhere and come?
Exactly. It's like bring the blue light in here.
They find your name written under the desk.
Yeah, guess where I spelled my name out and come.
Go figure it out.
Yeah, bring the infrared light in here.
Use some of that study money for that, cocksucker.
Boy, what a stupid study.
It's the worst.
Hey, guys will blow a bigger load with a chick they've never been before. Oh, really?
Holy smokes.
Let's study that.
Jesus Christ. You kidding me? In other news, I saw a study that walking on gravel without shoes hurts.
Exactly.
Know if you knew that. You know what? If you put your face on a fucking hot stove, it's going to burn it.
Right.
Did you know that? Good Lord. What a fucking tremendous waste of time and money. And jizz.
Nathan from Kentucky. Oh, man, you never know where this show is going to go. Wow. Glad I could bring this to you.
Oh, there you go. What, did we say something radical here?
Hey, you know what? We didn't even have to bribe the guys to be a part of the study without compensation.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you want to come to porn? Oh, yeah.
Fucking right.
Yes.
And how many of these guys would have paid extra if the nurse would jerk them off?
Probably a lot. They would pay to be a part of that study.
I would.
Of course.
I absolutely, if I could pay $20 and some nurse would jerk me off,
Yeah.
fucking right. As long as she's wearing the nurse outfit so I can get the illusion.
Exactly. It would be like Road Trip.
And you got to wear the little white nurse hat.
Sure.
But yeah, go ahead.
Hey, mister, you want us to pay $30 to be a part of a study where you get a handy?
Yes. 30, can I pay more? But if I give you 150, you just suck that dick.
Well, that would skew the results.
Why, she could spit it in the cup.
Right.
Sure, she's had that happen before.
Hey, you want a handy? It only costs you 30 and it'll be part of a scientific study. You'll be helping, mankind.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Sign me for 14 weeks.
Exactly. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
The other takeaway from the study is that fans of classic metal, especially Dokken, are primo masturbators.
Probably true.
There he goes. Wow.
There you go.
All right. One more story and we'll get out of here.
All right.
Speaking of being with your wife or your loved one.
Oh, wait a minute. Demon, line of the night. I was raped while watching porn once. I am traumatized.
Right, exactly.
Fantastic.
Sure.
Oh, this fucking show.
All right.